Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Myth Ninja, and this is more Epic Chef. This is episode 36. And last we left off, we were in the middle helping the fishermates, or not the fishermates, but the captain and whatnot. But they want us to meet them at the forest. So we're gonna get this done, so that way we can get on to the main thing and talking to Argorius. Let's see, deep in the forest. Hello everybody. According to the information I got, the shrine is small ruins of a small town that used to be up north. I also learned that the area is currently disputed by the Orcish tribes for the north and the witches to the west. Guess we should scout the area where they overlap and look for some traces of ruins. I know exactly where these ruins are. Is this the place? Yes, I think so. Finally. However, it's covered in plants. I can't perform the ritual like this. Anything we can do? Well, now that you mention it, we could set it on fire. On fire? Yes. If we had 3 planks of good quality wood, we might be able to light a fire. If you could quickly go back to the villa, we'll be waiting here. And... oh, thank you. Oh, thank gosh. You're welcome. Now let's do this already, old man. Who is this guy? Thank you, Bastino. Alright, alright. Oh, Temperance, hear our voice. We ask you to lend us your flame to ignite our passion. We shall keep it, we shall feed it. We shall return a roaring fire. And we shall ignite the heavens. Oh! Is that it? Yes. Strange prayer. There's a lot of prayers like that in the Church of Temperance. A lot of meaning has been lost to history, but if done right, the enchantments still work. In any case, we have the gem with us and it's powered up. We'll bring the good news to the captain. Thank you, priest, and thank you, Stowaway. Nah, I'll meet you at the docks. Thanks for your help, Bastino. You're welcome, Zest. And now on our way back. Let's talk to the captain here. Captain Petronius. Ah, Zest. You're to be commended for the service you did to us. It was nothing. Nonsense. You helped us restore our ultimate weapon and made our hearts burn again with optimism. Guess we're even for the stowawaying. We are, and more than that. Take this. Neat. We'll be happy to visit your restaurant when we're around, Zest. Sounds like the perfect place to relax after a long time at sea. And you'll be very welcome, Captain. Be careful with the cannon. It's not us who needs to be careful, Zest. Not anymore. What'd I get? An eye patch? What? Got an eye patch. I could be Patchy the Pirate. Alright. So now, with the main event. Oh, talk to the soldier. The restaurant at the door. There's a soldier at the restaurant door. What? There's more? There's more clients to be had? Alright. Let's see what this guy wants. The soldier. Private Nostro. Zest? Yes? I have an order from the captain. An order? Yes. We need some food delivered to the Port Authority. Ah, that kind of order. What will it be? I don't think they care all that much as long as it's balanced with intense flavors. 50 in all stats. Whoa. 5 dishes. Whoa. Alright, I'll see what I can do. We'll be waiting for you at the Port Authority. Whoa, that is a huge order. Oh man, I'm gonna need time to prepare for that. 50 in all stats. Woo, that's gonna be 5 well-balanced dishes. What if they're just all the same thing? Would they matter? I mean, it's 5 dishes of all the same. Oh man, that's a big hefty price. But we're gonna continue with the main story. Well, I kind of went to the stairs there. All right, Mr. Gorius. Oh, hello. Hey, Gorius, got a minute? No, I'm busy calculating my tax returns. It's time to assault the ruin and clean up the last part of the curse. Why now? Because I need to hunt a dragon, and you said there's one in that ruin. Always a happy afterthought. What can I say? I needed a good excuse to get into a dark dungeon and awaken a fire-breathing monster. And your grand motivation must be one of those ridiculous cooking contests. Yes, with some nuance. Must be some pretty loud nuance. If I don't win this contest, it's very likely that the Lucerians will drag me away and chop my head off. Stop pretending you are not listening from behind the walls. You old crummage snoop. Curmudgeon snoop. You're treating the family curse with disrespect, Zest. You keep saying curse. It's more of a monumental mess you caused trying to get down there. It was worth it. All my life amounts to this discovery. We are talking about answers of the divine scope, Zest, straight from the era of myth. That's me. Why are you so obsessed with the era of myth, though? Why do you expect to find answers so far away in the past? Because I've seen what's buried in there with my own eyes. During my years of sea exploration, I found, guess I have to call it a ruin, for a lack of a better word. In there, I discovered the rod of domination. I spent decades learning how to use it. Turns out it has power over trinkets of the ancients. In time, I got access to it, summoning the commanding like the under. Child's play with God. These were mere crumbs. There are spelled incorrectly. I tried to return to the old ruin. God marveled, forced to abandon. Alas, it would seem like the sea swallowed that damn island. So I looked for another ruin, and I located one right ahead, right here. Still nothing compared to the one on the island, but it definitely from the era of myth, and it is said to lead to the halls of the gods. There's something big awaiting down there. If the right can do such wonders with the small trinkets I found, what it could be able to do with what we find in a whole temple would be legendary, Zest. I spent years carefully unearthing that place without harming it. Spent my energy protecting it from the bandits and the greedy souls. By the time the room was accessible, I only had enough money to hire a small group of adventurers to explore it with the promise of treasure. And I'm not talking a treasure of power. I'm talking a treasure in the form of answers. I'm looking for a fundamental breakthrough in our understanding of the world. This will be worth every single sacrifice I've made. Hence the importance of getting back into the ruin. Back? Yes, I was down there once already. It's where I died. Did you see the dragon? Didn't reach the dragon at all. The adventurers and I had just reached the main chamber, and then everything went black. I assumed the ceiling collapsed. I see. On an unrelated question, did you make many background tests on these adventures you hired? I trusted my gut. Why? Never mind. But you're a spirit now. Can you just float down there? I tried, but the barrier was so pointed, not even the incorporeal beings like me can get in. I went overboard, making sure I'd be able to keep the ruin safe, and now I can't undo what I did. Why? The magical steel is tuned to my blood. Only a true member of the Wallstrom family can dispel it. Oh, jeez. That's why I had to prepare a very complex spell, so my soul was bound to the painting. The barrier would arise in the event of my death, and arranged in my will that my descendants would be summoned to this place, but none of them came. They even sold the vehicle to some random peasants, ungrateful little brats. Yes, how dare they not be good puppets, youth these days. People should be curious about their roots. Maybe they knew about them more than you think. That's why they didn't come. Yeah, keep twisting the knife. Hey, you should be proud. This means your descendants are not idiots. You look like the kind of person who would value that. Me your consolation, considering that the object of my obsession is out of my reach. Maybe your expectations are a bit too high. It's all I have left, Zest. If I manage to find some facet of cosmic truth down there, I'll accept my death as a happy man. I thought the truth was kind of the thing that got revealed to you when you died, you know, in the afterlife and all that. When my spirit was released from my body, it flew straight into the painting. No stops. I know as much about the afterlife as you do. I'm not even the first to do something like this. Then why don't you just, don't know, destroy the painting and see what's beyond if you're so curious? Same reason why you turn the lights on before stepping into a dark room. Because you don't want to hit your spectral pinky on a table leg? So to say. Besides, damn, if everyone with metaphysical concerns was to follow your advice, we'd run out of philosophers in a week. He makes very, very, very good points. Where you see a problem, others might see solutions. I heard pretty much the same joke regarding pentatologist. Wow. Fine. Okay. So there's a barrier. No problem. The Infinigen ate other magical barriers for breakfast. I'll just go talk to them. You keep hanging out with those maniacs and see what happens. They're not that bad. They'll eventually make a huge mess again, and then the angry mob is going to remember who was hanging out with them. I've been chased by mobs before. Suit yourself. However, that little triangle won't be enough to face the dragon. You need an airship. An airship? Noted. And a powerful weapon. We have a golem. Powerful as the guy is, dragons are magical creatures. The beam won't be able to be that effective on them. You need a cannon. A powerful armor-piercing, magical-powered cannon. Oh, we got that. Very well. I'll keep that in mind. Once you gather the three things, we'll meet at the entrance of the ruin. I still don't think we'll get through the barrier, but better to be ready in case of unexpected success. Is there any extra room in the painting, just in case something goes wrong? Back off, squatter. Very, very interesting. So we're hunting the dragon. Wow. And what does exactly this mean? Recruit the mages. Recruit someone with the flying machine. We got that. Recruit someone with a powerful weapon. We got that. Okay. But it is 9 p.m. So let's get some sleep. First stop, the Infinigen. Hey, Valorica. Hey, you finally managed to get it right. What's up? Well, a lot. You see, recently we were involved in a little... Yeah, you have a duel with the fishermen coming. Everyone knows. I see. Saves a lot of explaining. That's good. Too much talk with the lady. I'll be happy to help you out, and I'm sure the jerks downstairs will insist on helping as well. Why? Because if there is one thing they despise more than independent mages is successful independent mages. This might be true, but technically we shouldn't get involved in this one. Why? Festive practitioners like the Fishermasters help normalize the use of magic amongst the population. One of the main necessities of the imperative is bringing humanity to a fully embrace magic, so having a couple of mages as the leaders of cuisine is a fortunate situation. Might bring people to see magic as a less of a threat. A lie, of course. Magic is still a dangerous and powerful force, but at least they help bring people closer to accepting it. So you can't help. Well, might be a bit frowned upon by our superiors, but we can argue that the Fishermasters have become too elitist and are counterproductive or something like that. Deep down, most Infinigen mages kind of hate them, so I don't think anyone will complain if we lend you a hand. Great. So what is it then? I need to hunt a dragon, and I've been told I can find one in the ruins near my home. I need some help to overcome the magical barriers. You're crazy. That's quite something coming from them, Zez. You should be proud of yourself. I thought you could help. I've seen you vaporize an unspeakable horror with a finger snap, literally. Literally. A dragon is a near different matter, Zest. Last time the Infinigen fought one of those, our criterion had to get pretty extreme. So you won't help? Fortunately, it's very unlikely that there's a dragon in those ruins, so we'll humor you and dispel the barrier. Might find something interesting in there. Fantastic then. We'll meet at the ruin. Alright. And what are you doing in here? I don't think you're supposed to be in here. What are you doing in here? She doesn't let me talk to her. She's not supposed to be in there. Mr. Cat Guy. Whoa! Hey Zess, good to see you. Why is she here again? Hey Hadriv. What is going on? What? There is some textures missing? Hi Hadriv. I was wondering if you could lend me a hand. Oh, she's a cat too, so they're all just staring at her. Say no more. It's about the grand combat against those mages. Well, yes, it is. Of course, we'll help you out, Zess. We've been wanting those positions removed from the throne for years now. How fitting that a friend of ours is going to be the one to do it, and that will be helping. Glad to see some enthusiasm. What do you want us to do then? We're going to hunt a dragon. That would be a pretty direct way to fight global warming, don't you think? You're crazy, but we'll help you out if you come up with a decent plan. Well, you know that they say about the people who follow crazy people around, that they might be waiting for an excuse to stop following them. Okay, point taken. We'll meet at my place when I have everything ready. Okay, so she's not here. Oh, they got all creepy because they're Nearians and she's also half Nearian. Hey, Captain Oz, it's good to see you. Nice of you to keep dock and hold port. Got to admit that the district has gained a lot of spirit lately. It has become one of their favorites in the Gulf, and I'm glad it has kept you coming back because I have a little favor to ask. Shoot. Funny you say that because I need to borrow your Temperian Wrath Cannon I helped you out with. It is A most dangerous piece of artillery is this. Are you planning to start a revolution? No, not quite. I'm planning to hunt a dragon. I have so many questions I don't quite know where to start. I can't imagine. I'll leave it at I'll leave it at you. Is this a life or death matter? Pretty much. Very well then. Simply lend you the cannon. It's too dangerous to leave it in inexperienced hands. I'll talk to the crew and we'll join the hunt ourselves. Awesome! Fantastic. Thank you, Captain. Well, my lad, I have been longing to shoot down a dragon since I saw one burn the capital and half of the fleet to a crisp. I guess it's a bit of a personal vengeance as well. Child, we don't get to watch a city burn. I didn't think about that, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I did not think about that. Okay. Into the ruins we go. Let's see. Dungeon seal. Thank you for coming, everyone. As you know, today we're going to hunt a dragon. What's the plan? The plan is simple. First, the Infinity are going to get rid of the magical seal. They won't be able to. If it's anything like the one in the crypt, our magical flux matrix was out of date. Must have been a very impressive 100 years ago, but not in this day and age. You think so, geeks? This barrier was powered by my own death. You will have a very bad day if you try to brute force approach. I bet it won't last for 5 minutes. We don't even need to be careful this time. It will be quite a spectacle when the ward bounces all that arrogance right back into your faces. Let's get back to the plan. Once the door is open, Argorius, the Infinigen, and I will head into the ruin and shoot the dragon out. Then Hadriv and Petronius should be ready too. Wait a minute. What do you mean, shoot the dragon out? Well, I guess we'll startle it so it leaves the dungeon. Can you elaborate on that? We might cause some ruckus or maybe lure it out somehow. So your plan is something like facing a 16-ton fire-breathing lizard, your fingers together and he wasn't talking to you. A triangle of the Infinigen will be down there as well. I'm sure we'll come up with something. I wouldn't worry too much. I don't know what we will find down there, but it won't be a dragon at all. Why not? Dragons may be quite magical, but they are not demons. They can't survive locked underground for Temperance knows how many centuries. Could be an undead dragon. Why are you so convinced that there's even a dragon down there anyway? Look at the statue, man. There has to be a dragon. The Imperial Palace had a statue of a lion in the courtyard. That doesn't mean there's a lion waiting inside. There totally was a lion, though. There was a lion in the Imperial Palace? For 2 or 3 weeks at least. It was so the sculptor could have a reference for the statue. We were part of the expedition who captured it in Zune and brought it to the palace. Couldn't they have used a drawing? She did use a drawing. So, well, the drawing artist needed a reference as well. Oh my gosh. Taxpayer money at its best. Oh my. That's not the point. Anyway, the lion statue was not there to pay homage to the blasted lion. How do you know? Maybe they grew fond of him. I'm sure they did, but they didn't build the statue to show there was a lion inside. But there was. For 2 or 3 weeks, the statue was there because there was a lion inside. Why are we having this conversation? So you're saying that they erected a statue of a lion that they used as a model for the statue? And right back, the lion was in the palace. They the statue. No, he's got a point. He's talking about necessity, not intent. If there hadn't been a lion in the building, there wouldn't be any statue. So the lion being in the building in order to have a statue. Ergo, the statue. Casual necessity, my ass. They could have brought a lion statue in the Krova instead of dragging a poor cat halfway across the world. But it wouldn't. But it wouldn't be that statue. Even if the statue was not there to imply that there was a living lion in the palace, even if there had been a lion inside at some point, we could say there was a symbolic lion, though, as in the emperor or his authority or something. Fine. If we find a dragon, we'll excuse symbolic caution to protect ourselves with symbolic danger. Fair enough. Just in case the dragon is not not so symbolic. The had Rip and his boat waiting. Then shoot the dragon down using their airship. You want to take a dragon down using an aero taxi? Oh, we're not using the Sputnik for this. We've got something far more fitting for the occasion. Please be a super badass airship. Whoa! Yo, this thing looks like the thing from Final Fantasy. Whoa, this thing looks cool. Now this is an airship. Behold, the Project, the ultimate response against global warming. You loaded the magical power cannon into that thing? Yes. You installed a magical power cannon at the side of a non-magical power flying ship. Yes. You realize that if you shoot it as it is, it will establish a new world record for most consecutive barrel rolls in history. That might be a fair point. We may want to move the cannon to the front. Prancers and arachnophobes are teaming up. You pose more danger to yourselves than any dragon would. Hey, Jala, don't be a jerk. I'm sure they'll work really hard to build that flying thing. Hard enough to make it fly without resorting to your damn crystals. It shows. We'll show you alright by taking down a dragon with it. I'm sure you'll be able to take care of any dragons we encounter today. We'll even pretend you're not using a magical cannon. Damn it, Jala, tone down the snarkness, will you? You're going to get us chased out of another village. Okay. We didn't come here to insult each other, so let's just go to the seal. You guys prepare the ship and stand by. Meow. Yes, I think that was a ghost. So you're as surprised about this as we are? Why didn't you comment on it? Why is everyone like this? I don't know why. Why didn't you comment on it? Everyone was so natural about the whole thing that it felt inappropriate. Well, I guess it was a bit awkward to bring it up now. Oh my god, that's a response everyone has about this guy. Let's see what we have here. You won't be able to dismantle it. I bet we won't even need to deviate from the standard procedure. Keep bragging. You'll be sweetening the anticipation of your imminent failure. Well, we do have some bragging rights. The Infinity breached into so many magical protected dungeons that we have developed a pretty efficient methodology. Zess, please stop poking at the glove. It could be dangerous. Move out of the way so we can proceed to the initial magic. Determine what kind of equipment is needed. Sure. Is he just poking it? They seal along is quite impressive. You don't take it too bad when you can't open it. That thing is tied to my blood, and nothing other than that shall open it. Yeah, well, it's not like we are going to follow the rules. Peleus, preliminary scan. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Looks like someone didn't account the entropic decay when casting his dramatic self-sacrificing spell. I so did account for the entropic decay. Yeah, right. And I'm sure you also used a recursive resonanium crystal to keep the loop active. I used two! No reason to be ashamed. You did well for the independent mage. Hey, and the part that bound you to the painting seems to have worked pretty well, eh? It's still holding, so spooky. Don't you dare patronize me! Not everyone was lucky enough to have the Imperial Treasury funding their every whim. The Imperial Treasury is just history now. Pretty much like your ward. Oh man, I feel bad. Look at the bright side, Gregorius. At least the path is open, eh? Huzzah. Aye, huzzah. How deep can these survive? It feels like we've been here for hours. We're almost there. To where I lost consciousness. Oh, let's get up a little bit. Magical lights. There's something here. Oh. Oh, he's dead. That's his dead body. Is that you? It would seem so. You seem surprised to see your remains, considering you must have known that we went down in here. We saw a cave-in. More like you got in. Hey, it's his corpse for the love of temperance. Give the man a rest. Being jerky is one thing, but right now was a bit into monster territory, Jala. Alright, sorry about your loss. It's alright. I'm not just the so like oh, there's what I've been looking for. Gate to the realm of the gods. Finally, answers are all. You've been looking for this all your life, and part of my life. Well, worth for this truly revolutionary discovery. Oh boy, you really haven't been paying much attention for the last few decades, have you? I've been quite isolated for the last century. Being a disembodied spirit doesn't do wonders for your social life. Well, I'm sorry, but I need to be blunt. A finding like this portal would be revolutionary about 20 years ago. What? What do you mean? About 15 years ago, these things started coming out of the ground all around the world. They began spewing all kinds of monsters. Monsters? Very aggressive. They overran the Temperian Empire and started going after everyone else. It was grim. For a while, it felt like it was the end. Eventually, we managed to solve the situation. It's a long story. So you mean there are not many meaningful answers behind this gateway? If anything, they've generated one hell of a lot of questions, but we can tell you that the portals are pretty much common knowledge now. Then all was pointless. It's one of the reasons the Infinigent frowned upon solitary research and wizards keeping petty secrets. Yes, the generous Infinigent. You are very good at sharing knowledge within the borders of your own organization. We classify dangerous knowledge to protect the general public. No, you do it because it gives you power. You don't care about protecting the people, you care about your damn imperative. They're one and the same. So you say, of course, this way you might convince a few poor sods to surrender their lifelong efforts to you and step aside while you reap the rewards of their hard work and sacrifice. Is this about ego then? Your findings your findings would have created a new field of research 100 years before the disaster. Your name and merits would be in the history books. The desperate stand could have been a joke. Instead, all your knowledge and breakthroughs died with you, and what could have been a revolutionary discovery is now obsolete, all because you expected to be the only one to find, what, true immortality? Godhood? I'm sorry, but I think you're being unfair. Oh, really? Then what was he after? Answers, like everyone else, but we all look for answers in our own ways. There's no standardized form to find meaning of life, and you certainly have no right to monopolize human curiosity. For a bunch of people who constantly claim to be defending humanity, you sure can be obtuse when it comes to understanding it. He could have put all of that effort at the service of a greater cause, and we would have all benefited from it. How do you know that? Maybe within your organization he would have achieved all those things you are saying, or maybe his spirit would have withered and he would have become a useless chump. His life path brought him to the verge of a world-changing discovery. He played his own rules and it set him on the right track. And I'm pretty sure he was on the right track because he played by his own rules. There you go, Zest. Sending man. He would have been pushing papers all his life. Instead, he found his path and followed it through. It just so happened to be a solitary path, but it was his to follow. The way I see it is pretty much all that can be asked of us. I might owe you an apology. Save it. I'm no saint. I don't need you to feel sorry about me. And thank you, Zis, but that doesn't change the fact that I gambled and lost everything. But enough pity. You should focus on your own struggles. You still need that dragon. You did say that there was a dragon down here, but I don't see any trace of the thing. And I didn't lie, but I learned that this place implied that there was a world where the dragons of the gods reside. As far as I understand, it's related to the portal. I don't know about others, but some have been to the world, yes. However, they all shut down after that mess years ago. Even partially reactivating one requires immense amounts of work and magical energy. It's not something we can do, at least not without the grand scale effort that will simply not be approved. Not for a cooking tournament. Is it the only way? Well, it's either that or we use a control artifact. They probably have spelled artifact for the original creators of the portal, which have never been found. While the portals themselves are common, controlling them effectively is currently impossible. That would be one hell of a breakthrough. I see, not quite the triumph I was expecting. Zest, I trust you are carrying the artifact with you. The artifact? Are you implying that you have a Zenthinian control device? Well, Lagorius found this wand long ago. He says that. Don't point that thing at the. Oh shoot! Oh no! No, Argorius! Uh oh. They're taking a while. Maybe the mages were right and there's no dragon after all. Perhaps it's for the better. Uh oh. Wait, that was. Dear Temperance, we've seen this before. Back at the capital! But this one felt a bit different. Yeah, maybe this time nothing will. Oh boy. The dragon! It's the dragon! Keep it inside, get ready to fire the cannon! We've got it in the sights! Wait for it to get closer! Oh my god, we're on it! Steady! Steady! Fire! Oh, that gave me chills. No! It doesn't work. What? We must have messed up the magica field. The dragon! Bruh. No! Oh, someone crashed. Whoa, what are these people? What is going on up there? Are they fighting a dragon? Not a problem. At least not yet. But this leaves the house unguarded. Let's use the chance to recover the book. Fucking mages and the contraptions, do something, damn it, you're blasted witch, fix this. I'm trying, but this isn't finished in tech. I'm a bit in the dark here. Why didn't we stay on the ground? We could have stayed on the ground. I'm gonna throw up. I think I fixed the cannon. Turn to face the dragon. Wait, you idiots, you're gonna kill us. You're gonna kill us all. I don't think they even know we're here. We have a clear shot. Fire. Oh, see? Bruh. Oh, that's about to blow up on him. Perfect. Is it gonna stab the dragon? No, not in the butt! No! What? What a way to go out. Oh, wait, it's not dead. What happened? Okay, so we landed in the water. Well, that was a mighty stellar performance. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. For a plan that came together, we need an actual plan to begin with. I'm going to call for reinforcements. We'll need at least 2 octagons of vectors to handle this. Are you sure we actually need them? I mean, look at that thing. Seems to be more confused than aggressive. You mean the dragon is not hostile? I would have expected a bit more fire breathing, that's for sure. Maybe this one is not like the one we found during the desperate stand. You know, it's not determined to kill everything in sight. I see. So we might be able to come up with some way to handle it peacefully. Maybe domesticate it? What did he say? He says you're crazy. You speak Nyarian? Just taking a wild guess. Well, we've got to do something. Brute force didn't go very well. Maybe there could be a way to try a peaceful solution for a change. I'm all for being optimistic, but wrapping a flower garland around that thing's neck might be a bit tricky. Have faith. Come to the magic shop. Maybe we'll find a solution. Let's pray to Temperance that thing doesn't decide to start a barbecue. Yeah, to Temperance of all people. What? Nothing. See you at the shop. Wow, that was that was a bit of a freak show. Is 11. So any luck? Yes, We have devised an improvised dragon nest. Here, have the blueprints. Dragon nest? It's not a giant parrot, Valorga. Give the thing a try. We've used some harmony crystals and loaded them with soothing enchantments. It just might work, and I can't see how it would make anything worse. Yeah, but I'm still requesting a force of vectors just to be extra sure. Have some faith, Zorvan. My faith will be stronger with the force of battle mages supporting it. In any case, we'll need to dig the control rod from the wreckage of the ruins. That thing is important. By the way, have you seen your ghost again? Still hasn't shown up, and the ruins are even more ruinous now, so I can't look for him. I'm a bit worried. Yeah, bro. I'm sure you haven't seen the last of him. Looked like a tough bone to crack. But that shockwave, it messed with magica fields. The cannon enchantments were all warped. He may have been dispelled. Spirits are not something that can be dispelled. However, the enchantment that kept him bound to this world, I don't know. Zest, you'll have to wait this one out and hope for the best. Okay, I'll focus on the dragon for now. Dang, that sucks. Bring a dragon egg to the crew? What? Are you saying I can actually farm dragons? Yo, this is a breakthrough. I need to build the dragon nest and use it to obtain a dragon egg that I can show to the crew. Yo. Okay. This is a bit wild. Hold on. I forgot how to get into this menu. No. There it goes. Oh, so this is the last thing. A dragon. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is very expensive. Okay. Wow. I can't do that right now. So, unfortunately, I not only do I not have the materials, I do not have the monsters to build that right now, because I used almost everything for that last cook-off. So we'll end the video here. Off screen, I will do a bunch of grinding, get all of our animals back, and hopefully see if we can get this nest up and going and get ourselves a dragon egg. I don't even understand how the hell we're gonna keep a dragon that thing's like freaking like 24 feet tall. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. It's coming to a conclusion. We are getting to the last bits of it. I know the Festumancers is one of the final bosses, and it's not the final tournament because we still have to do the Uptown region tournaments, at least I believe, considering also that there is still a bunch of things that are hidden and that needed to be unlocked and stuff. So I'm assuming there still should be more. Also, I need to figure out how to get this pinball in here. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the bell button and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.